Have you ever felt like something's missing in your relationship, but couldn't quite put your finger on it? Maybe there's a subtle shift, a change in energy, or an underlying tension that's hard to explain. It's not always something you can easily identify, but deep down, you know something's not quite right. Intimacy is a cornerstone of any relationship, but it goes far beyond just physical connection. True intimacy encompasses emotional closeness, trust, and yes, sexual connection. When any of these elements are lacking, it can create a sense of emptiness that affects the entire relationship. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into 5 signs that a woman might be sexually starved and craving more intimacy. These signs are subtle but powerful indicators that something may be off, and recognizing them could help bring you and your partner closer together. Sign 1. She shows increased emotional distance. When a woman feels sexually starved, one of the first signs may be emotional withdrawal. If intimacy, both physical and emotional, is lacking, she might begin to pull away from her partner. This emotional distance can stem from a sense of being unloved or disconnected, creating an invisible barrier that makes it difficult for her to connect on a deeper level. She might stop initiating conversations, or when she does, they may feel more superficial or disconnected than before. For instance, imagine a scenario where a woman who once loved to talk about her day, share personal stories, or engage in playful banter suddenly becomes distant. She no longer seeks out those quiet moments of connection after a long day, nor does she show the same interest in her partner's activities or feelings. She may even seem indifferent to affection, such as ignoring a simple kiss or touch, or not responding with the warmth she once did. This can be a sign that she's emotionally withdrawn due to feeling unappreciated or neglected in the intimacy department. To help rebuild emotional closeness, open communication is key. Gently initiate a conversation where both partners can express their feelings and talk about the emotional distance. Sometimes, acknowledging the lack of connection can be the first step toward re-establishing the intimacy that's been lost. Sign 2. She becomes more touchy or clingy. On the flip side, some women may react to sexual deprivation by seeking out physical closeness more often. She might become more touchy or clingy as a way to compensate for the emotional and sexual disconnect she feels. This can manifest in more frequent attempts at hugging, holding hands, or even wanting to be in close proximity to her partner all the time, even when it seems out of character. The key here is to respond mindfully to her need for physical affection. Take time to nurture intimacy through gentle touch, kissing, or holding hands without rushing into anything. By acknowledging her desire for closeness and responding warmly, you can help foster the emotional and physical connection that she's craving. Before we dive into the next juicy point, can I ask a quick favor? If you're enjoying what you're hearing, show us some love by hitting that like button. And hey, if you want to stay in the loop for our awesome upcoming videos, make sure to hit subscribe and ring that bell so you're always in the know. Oh, and one more thing. Drop a quick "I subscribe" down in the comments, and I'll be sure to give you a warm welcome to our awesome family. Alright, enough of that. Let's keep the conversation rolling. Sign 3. She talks about sex more often. A woman who feels sexually starved may begin to talk about sex more often as a way of expressing her unmet needs. This could manifest as frequent jokes, casual mentions of how she misses the physical connection, or even making comments about her desires. These conversations may seem playful or lighthearted, but they're often an attempt to communicate that something is missing in the relationship. Instead of brushing these comments off or feeling uncomfortable, acknowledge her feelings with understanding. Create a safe space for an open and honest conversation about your intimacy needs. By taking her concerns seriously, you open the door to healthier, more respectful discussions about intimacy, which can lead to deeper connections both emotionally and physically. Sign 4. She exhibits frustration or irritability. Sexual frustration can often manifest as increased irritability or frustration. When a woman feels sexually starved, it's not uncommon for her to experience mood swings or become more easily upset, especially if she feels emotionally disconnected from her partner. This frustration often stems from deeper unmet needs, and the irritability can be an expression of her internal struggle. Sign 5. She feels unattractive or self-conscious. when a woman isn't feeling intimate or sexually fulfilled, she may start to feel insecure about her appearance. Intimacy and sexual affection are often tied to feelings of being desired and attractive. Without this affirmation from a partner, she might begin to question her attractiveness, leading to self-consciousness or doubt. These signs give a clear picture of how the lack of intimacy can affect a woman emotionally and physically. Recognizing these behaviors is the first step in understanding what she might need to feel more connected, both emotionally and sexually. By responding with empathy, communication, and affection, you can help restore balance to your relationship and ensure both partners feel loved and valued. Sexual intimacy plays a vital role in maintaining a healthy, fulfilling relationship. If you've noticed any of these signs in your partner, it might be time to have an open, honest conversation about your needs and work together to strengthen your connection. Remember, intimacy isn't just about physical affection, it's about emotional closeness, understanding, and mutual respect. With patience, empathy, and communication, you can re-establish the bond that makes your relationship thrive. With that said, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And until next time, take care of each other.